Don't you hate when that happens? It's taxi vlog 214. No, 300. Isn't it?
Yeah.
314. That's what it is. Well, I initially recorded this part in my car while waiting for the taxi to arrive with the day driver in it. But what happened is that my camera, it was a camera fail. I must have hit the little trigger on the top of the camera here twice, and so it did not record. So I have to do it all over again. I'm going to have to tell you what happened Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Monday was quiet. I think I broke even around midnight, and ended up doing okay for a Monday night, I suppose. Had a lot more Interac than cash, so that got me started on the Interac. And Tuesday was also kind of on the slow side, even more Interac. So I didn't have a lot of cash to show for those 2 nights, but I had some Interac overs. Nothing really memorable happened. It was pretty calm. I was reading a book, some Samuel R. Delaney. I found the first and the third book of the trilogy. So last week I read the second book, and this week I read the first and third. Almost finished the third, but not quite. So I'm having my breakfast now, so pardon me. Cheerios. So Wednesday night came along. And it was also starting slow. I was getting short trips. And I got sent to the tow truck place to pick someone up. And his story was that he had been involved in an accident with a rental car. Could you turn that noise down, please? Thank you. Now my concentration is all gone. Oh, yeah. He had been in a rental car, and he had an accident where the other person was at fault, and he had been to the hospital, and now he was coming back to get his rental car, but they wouldn't let him have it because the registration was not in it. Speaking of car accidents. Bunny. No. Over there, Bunny. Yeah. I'm still not used to this mirror image or not mirror image thing. They wouldn't let him have his rental car back, so he got me to take him where he was staying at a friend's place, and then he said, okay, so the guy, yeah, I'm booked on. So the guy couldn't get his rental car out because the registration wasn't in it, and so he called for a cab to go to where he was staying. He also said that it was his last day in town, and he needs a taxi at 4:30 in the morning to go to the airport. And I said, well, of course I can assist you with that. It's not a problem. Here, have a card. Call us when you need us, and we will send a car for you. Of course, I was strategically in that part of town in the morning. So I had one to Walmart, picked up the guy at Walmart, and he went
a short distance, close to the gorge where I got sent to pick up someone else who went towards another residential area, Fernwood. And after taking the guy to Fernwood, I got sent to the drugstore at Hillside Mall and took this woman out to Wilkinson and West Saanich, which was another $30 fare. At that time it was 10 minutes to 10, almost time to call Cindy. But since I was 5 minutes away from home, I went home and hung out with Cindy for 15 or 20 minutes, hug and a kiss. And I thought, well, you know, it's time to get back out there and work. Because I'm feeling, you know, that antsy, tingling feeling that something's about to happen. I got in the car and didn't drive but 2 blocks and got sent out to something called Jeffrey Road, which is way out on the peninsula. And when I got there, I picked some girl up who ended up going all the way down to Dallas Road, a $50 fare. Fantastic. So the rest of the night I kind of just coasted. This is Wednesday, right? I coasted. And of course in the morning I was strategically in that part of town where the guy was going to call. And he called, and so I took him out to the airport. Another $60. So that kind of made my night. I had another fare or so after that. That's it, come right out. Learn how to drive, you moron. Fucking ridiculous. Just pull right out through a row of cars that are waiting for the light and cross the street without looking. Holy shit. I think it's a full moon tonight, if I'm not mistaken. That's 2 mistakes I saw in just a few minutes. I saw another one just before I got in the car, and I was chatting with the guy on day shift. So, anyway, that Wednesday night was beautiful. I ended up doing okay. So, we got enough money to go camping because of that Wednesday. We'll be camping all weekend, or actually be camping starting on Sunday. So I might I'll put this up on Saturday morning, tomorrow morning. And I got another video maybe to put up on Sunday before we leave and go camping, and probably go black for a week because Cindy won't let me use the computer. And there's no Wi-Fi when we'll be camping anyway, but on the way out there I might get a chance to sneak watch a video or two. So if on Sunday or Monday you get any comments from me, you know that it's because I was able to get some Wi-Fi on the way to camping, or while camping. Oh look, I'm being sent. In the wrong lane, kinda, for this sort of thing. Just move it over here, because I'm being sent 2 blocks away and I have to approach it from that side. I should have to. Parking lot, okay. That's all fine and good. Last night, it was dead. I typically waited 2 hours between calls. It took me until, I'm telling you this is torture, 5 o'clock in the morning to break even. 5 o'clock in the morning to get my lease and my fuel on. And at 10 after 5 I had a call. It took me 10 minutes to do it, but I got $20 for it. At 5:26 or so, I was sitting, waiting for one last trip before I had to park it at 6. I was just about to pull the plug and head to the gas station when I got a call, and that was another $20 fare. So last night, Thursday night, I made $20 twice. I made $40 for my whole night after taking till 5 o'clock to break even in the morning. But was I ever thankful for that $40? Now it's Friday. There are 2 cruise ships in. There's a concert going out in the western communities. There's some other bullshit going on out there too. And I'm about to pick up my first fare. I'll get back to you in the morning and let you know how tonight went. That's the moon. That's a super moon. This is a field just north of Duncan, BC. And there's sprinkling down there. You can kind of hear the sprinkler going. Anyway, that's a super moon. Full moon tonight, or it was. And I'll tell you all about that real soon. Okay, so I'll tell you what happened to my night. It's about 4:45 in the morning right now, and I'm just coming into Duncan. Duncan is about 2/3 of the way to Nanaimo from Victoria. Well, here's what happened to my night. It was going pretty good. It was quite steady. I'm still trying to finish this damn book. The Fall of the Towers, Samuel Delaney. I got about 15 pages to go. I would grab a page here and there whenever I got a chance, in between calls or while waiting for people to come out of the house and things like that. And I was connecting pretty good. I had some calls in Esquimalt. I was doing all right. I was banging them off one after another. I took this drunken native girl to Carlton Club, which is like a place where drunken natives hang out. First Nations people. And then I was heading back towards the part of town I usually work in, but I got sent to my bar. Now my bar is in a Howard Johnson hotel. It's a little bar. I guess they do karaoke and things there. And I was sent there to pick up Mark. Staff phone line for the bar. So I called and I said, yeah, I'm out here for Mark. This is 2 o'clock in the morning, just when the bar rush is getting going. Oh, I better slow down. I think I saw a cop up ahead. Okay, cop up ahead. And I see his lights are on. And he's flashing blue and red. And he stopped somebody. He stopped somebody, I guess, who passed me. Let's just go through this yellow light and let the cop deal with his issues. Okay. This was 2 o'clock, and my night had been going pretty good, too. I figured, okay, I'll work another 4 hours until 6, and it should go okay. I had almost $300 on. I was doing all right. Anyway, go to pick up this guy. I call the phone and tell him I'm there. Or the barmaid told the barmaid I'm there, and she said, okay, I'll send him right out. So this really tall guy with kind of spindly, narrow legs, and he's wearing shorts and a light shirt. He's carrying like a sport bag. A bag, you know, you put your stuff in it. And he opens the back door and throws the bag in there. He gets in the front, and he's kind of wobbly. You know he's drunk. And he's saying, we gotta find a motel. Okay. We'll go get you one. We go past the motel, no vacancy. Go past another motel, no vacancy. And he said, fuck it, I'm going to Lanceville. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly where that is. He says, go north of Nanaimo. Sure. So I start to drive north. And he says, turn here. Okay. So I turned there, and that wasn't going north. That was going east towards the other end of town. He said, which way are we going? I said, do you want to go north? He says, yeah, go north. I said, well, okay. You asked me to turn here, I turned here. And he said, that's okay, I'm an asshole. Let's go north, just get out of this town. So we drove for a while. We drove over the Malahat. We got to a town, Mill Bay. Now, there are no hotels in Mill Bay that I know of. He said, well, let's stop here. This is going to cost me a lot. I said, well, you know, I don't believe there are any hotels here in Mill Bay. I said, how about we keep going? Yeah, I want to go home. I said, home to Lanceville? Yes, home. Anyway, he was talking about survival and about being a adrenaline junkie and diving on the barrier reef and sliding a motorcycle 160 yards because a cat got in the way, and apparently he didn't get hurt. Anyway, this guy was just a prick. He said all kinds of, well, impolite things. And I just told him, you know, no matter what you come up with, I have heard worse in 21 years of driving cab. So you're not going to shock me, you're not going to scare me. And he said all kinds of more rude things, and he says, well, nothing personal. And I hope it's not personal. And then he started saying stuff in Italian, and I said, my apologies, but my Italian's really bad. I don't understand Italian. And he said, oh, that's okay, because if I said that to a real Italian, he would have got real mad. I said, well, why? What did you say? He said, I'm going to tear off your face. This guy was really fucked up. And he was in pain, too. He'd go, ooh, ah, my knees, ooh, ah. And then he would do some weird things with his hands. I don't know if it was some kind of a taekwondo or fuck what, you know, pranic spirit deflection or some fucking thing, I don't know. I said, well, can I at least have a smoke? Can we stop off and gotta take a piss? We stopped off at a gas station. He went in at the gas station. And I don't usually let people smoke in the car. He says, can we stop so I can have a smoke? I said, no, forget about it. Just open the window. Anyway, he was, I guess, trying to scare me or trying to get a reaction out of me. I just kind of sat there nonchalantly and kept driving north. And so we stopped in Duncan and the phone rang. And it was my dispatcher saying that he was tracking the car. And I said, yeah, the guy wants to go to Lanceville. We're in Duncan right now. And he just went into the gas station to take a break. And like, I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know if he wants to get out here and stay here, or if he wants to continue on to Lanceville. I'll call you if there's anything wrong about it. So we continued, and he said, are we anywhere near Chemainus? And I said, I think we just passed it. And we got to Ladysmith. We're going through Ladysmith, and we keep on going. And he says, where are we now? And I said, well, we're coming up on Nanaimo. And he's looking at the meter, and it's almost $200. And he says, oh, wow, we're almost there. Keep on going. We did the bypass past Nanaimo, and I drove the guy to a bank machine where he got money out. And we're just coming up on Lanceville. He says, oh, you're going to have to take that exit? I said, yeah, I see the sign, I'll go in there. So we turned off to Lanceville. It's just a little village. It's like nothing. It's like a few houses and maybe not even a convenience store. And he said that he was barred for life from the pub in Lanceville. And he said he didn't understand women. He didn't understand women, how they take offense when you call them a fucking frigid cunt. I said, yeah, well, most women don't take very kindly to that one. He said, no, I can't figure women out, you know. Can't figure them out. But they're like that. Anyhow, I got the guy to Lanceville, and we pulled up in front of his gate, and he says, is $250 okay? Well, it was $251.25. I figure, hell, I can eat the $1.25, seeing as we did a little detour, and we did another detour so that we could get to his bank machine. So, $250 in my pocket for the last 4 hours of my night. Well, I have 1 hour left to go, but I'm not going to work anymore. I'm just going to come into town, 50 kilometers from here. I should be there in about half an hour, by which time it will be 5:30. Time to pay the lease, vacuum out the car, or maybe just shake out the mats. Return somebody's hat thing to the lost and found. So what a way to start a vacation. $250 fare, and I got the next week off. I hope yours could be better than mine.